2006 Grand Final was a showdown between the Melbourne Storm and the Brisbane Broncos, with the game literally going try for try, with both teams scoring 2 tries each, alternating throughout the match. The only difference was that the Broncos kicked 2 penalty goals and Darren Lockyer kicked a field goal to give the Brisbane boys a 7-point Grand Final win, as this is greatest game of all, and these are 5 interesting facts about the 2006 Grand Final. Number 5, it was the first Grand Final to not have a Sydney team. After 98 years of rugby league, at least one Sydney team was in the Grand Final, but in 2006 that record was broken. For the first time ever, 2 non-Sydney teams played off in the big dance. The only other times that this would occur would be in 2015 and 2017. The game was still played at Stadium Australia, with the crowd failing to reach 80,000 for the first time in the NRL era, with the match being held at this venue. The only other times were in 2017, which also had no Sydney teams, and 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Number 4, the Broncos won the match with the most amount of losses. The Broncos finished the competition in 3rd place, which is well and truly up there in the title contention. However, the 2006 season was incredibly close, and they actually lost 11 matches throughout the whole season, including the finals, where they lost to the 6th place Dragons 20-4 in the qualifying final. They lost 10 matches in the regular season, including losing to Melbourne twice. This is the most amount of season losses by the Grand Final winning team in NRL history. Number 3, Darren Lockyer hit the longest field goal in an NRL Grand Final. There have only been 5 successful field goals in an NRL Grand Final, these being Brett Finch in 2004, Greg Inglis in 2009, Jonathan Thurston in 2015, Luke Keary in 2018, and Darren Lockyer in this Grand Final, where he nailed a 35-metre shot, which is the longest field goal in an NRL Grand Final, which sealed the 7-point win for the Broncos.
Here's the shot, taken by Lockyer, snaps it away.
Number 2, Melbourne's TV audience was higher than Sydney's. It's very well known in Australia that Victoria is very much Aussie rules based and New South Wales is heavily interested in rugby league. Incredibly, Melbourne's TV audience surpassed Sydney's audience, with 900,000 people tuning in to watch the big game, which is 100,000 more than Sydney. Obviously this is somewhat to be expected, as the Storm were playing in the Grand Final with no Sydney teams, but the Sydney Swans were also in the AFL Grand Final, and there were more people in Melbourne watching the NRL Grand Final than people in Sydney watching the AFL Grand Final. This is quite fascinating, as the AFL are usually ahead of the NRL in the ratings. And number 1, Darren Lockyer's perfect year. For the first and only time in NRL history, Broncos 5'8" Darren Lockyer became the only player to captain his club to a Grand Final win, his state to a State of Origin series win, and his country to a Tri-Nations win. Cameron Smith also did this in 2017, but won the Rugby League World Cup instead of the Tri-Nations series. Lockyer played crucial roles in each of these deciders, as he kicked a 35-metre field goal to seal the Grand Final win for the Broncos, scored the series-winning try in the deciding Game 3 of the State of Origin series, and scored the series-winning try in the Tri-Nations final against New Zealand. It summed up pretty much a perfect season for one of the greatest rugby league players of all time. So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, chuck us a like on Facebook and this video, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our channel for more Rugby League Countdowns.